Everything controversial is good for boxing. This fight between Mayweather and McGregor is making a crossover between MMA and boxing. They are the first to do it. I hope one day my son Christopher will be able to take part in a crossover fight and bring a UFC fighter into the boxing ring. The key word is entertainment. There are no negatives with Mayweather fighting McGregor as far as I'm concerned. It is good for boxing. The first martial art my son learned aged around 10 was jiu-jitsu, so he can already wrestle. I'd have no concerns about Christopher boxing someone from MMA. If you did a poll of trainers on how to beat Mayweather, I would be surprised if anyone came back with a winning strategy. I have the strategy, but I am not going to tell you what it is. I am not teasing you. I am talking from a position of 19 world championship wins, 5 world championship losses, beatings, severe injury. I am talking about being unbeaten for 10 years. And I am talking about the 90s when fighters were of a different caliber. The ability was far better than what you see today. I was very surprised Alvarez was not given the correct strategy to beat Mayweather. How I think Mayweather can be beaten is for one person's ears only, and that is McGregor. Would I tell him? Everything is possible, although really it's not my place to give it to him. It's for his trainer to come up with the strategy. Those are the words of Chris Eubank Sr. He says he has the blueprint. Not Oscar De La Hoya's blueprint, his own Eubank blueprint on how to beat Floyd Mayweather. I enjoy the theatrics of the Eubanks. I can understand why people don't. I can understand why they get under some people's skin. But as somebody who grew up as a fan of WWF, now WWE wrestling, as well as a boxing fan when I was a kid, I like all the theatrics. I like the over-the-top stuff. I like the wrestling heel villain type situation that the Eubanks have going on. I enjoy all this stuff. And to me, this is all part of it. The Eubanks saying they have a strategy, or Eubank Sr. saying he has a strategy to beat Mayweather, which he might tell Conor McGregor. It's all, you know, it's all jokes as far as I'm concerned. And it's all entertainment. Now, actually, I'm going to do a separate video about Mayweather and McGregor because I've kind of changed my mind, or possibly changed my mind a little bit on whether or not I think this fight is good for boxing. I actually think it now could potentially be good for boxing, and I'll explain it in the other video. But as far as this video here, it was just getting this quote here from Eubank Sr. out. He says that he has the strategy to beat Mayweather. He might tell Conor McGregor. Maybe he's serious, who knows? But I just think it's tongue-in-cheek from Mr. Eubank Sr. In fact, if I spoke to him in person about it, I'm sure he would try and tell me it's not tongue-in-cheek. But I think Eubank Sr. is almost never out of character whenever he speaks to anybody from the media or the public or anything like that. He's almost never out of character. He stays in this, you know, wrestling heel type character all the time. It's pretty entertaining. So anyway, I like it. You may not. Let me know how you feel in the comment section below. Does he have the blueprint? It's happening. I'm out.